Quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. And it's
the play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. The 20. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Down at the 26. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Complete to number 35.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And again, this time to the tailback. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Too much. Down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
On downs.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Fournette on the counter, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Tucker on for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. A 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
23-yard line.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. From the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
His pass.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
First down.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now they try the right side here. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens 5. 36 yards on the play. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Ravens' 8-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. Looking to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal.
10-6 the score after one right here on EA Sports.
With the score, Ravens 10, Steelers 6. Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and that'll keep this a 1-point game.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock. Fournette,
a first down carry. And some room to work. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
At the Steelers' 36-yard line.
They go counter with Breida. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
That's a 34.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. He's going deep for Brown. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And able to find Dorsett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
Let's go. You tighten up. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. All day. All day. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Hey, Ozzy. Shut up. Shut up.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
They get this out quickly to the left side. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 17th touchdown now on the season. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker now for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Is good. Makes the score Ravens 17. Steelers.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a handoff looking right. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It brings up 3rd down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
Let's get that swagger, y'all.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Got him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And they're able to get this one across.
On the play. 1st down, Steelers.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Ebron caught left side.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Complete to
a solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Now Bell. And he will maneuver his way down to up a 2nd and goal.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And that one goes incomplete on the drop.
In the end zone.
That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
And goal.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Ravens are going to get the football back.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. He's got a man complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Check, 59. You better be afraid of me. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Let's get off the field. Report. Mike part 9. Hey, tight. Go. Come on. 59. Mike's 59. Check the outs. Mike, check. 59. Hey, report.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Hey, check Mike 39. 3 bucks. Hey. 39. Check Mike 39. Watch the slant.
Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the 1st half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
3rd down. 3rd and long.
52. Ready? 52.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep right. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Eluding the pressure right. And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. His throw caught at about the 5. He'll be ridden out of bounds. Didn't even come close to sniffing the end zone. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will have the 1st down here as he's up to the 15.
That's good.
He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Breida. He won't go down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
They run again with Breida. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Ball carrier.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
Here we go,
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Jackson is going to keep it himself. They'll run it again with Fournette. A pretty nice gain there on the run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the agile move. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The holding penalty and negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, He ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Ravens on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Well, I know he doesn't want a fumble lost by his name, but it was 4th down. I don't think he was going to get to the marker anyway.
I think he just hired you as his attorney because you have just argued that this fumble is actually okay.
I'm just saying not all fumbles are created equal, and the defense would have had the ball there anyway.
Okay, so the defense gets credit now, right? Someone gets a nice little mark by their name, but it really doesn't hurt the other guy because he wasn't getting there anyway. I like that. Good job.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20.
Here we go.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Steelers 9. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
1st down, Steelers.
They go play action here on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. He's got a first down and then some in midfield. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the penalty, it's Fournette. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
The lane to run there is Fournette, able to get about 7 on first down.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Fournette. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Ravens. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
At the 18-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Fighting him off. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
On the ball carrier. He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Check 13. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
This is Breida. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be third.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their third down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on third down.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Ravens, they keep on rolling to the Denver Broncos next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.